Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. You're joined as always by myself, Mick, Jimmy, and Age. Boys, we're fresh off a charity match loss. How have you recovered from this match?
Mate, sore. Ribs are sore, whole body's sore, thanks to Dan from What's New in the Castle. Got me a beauty.
That was absolutely enormous.
Got me an absolute
terribly
beauty.
late, but
I gave you the
years
hospital
late.
pass and I could see it live in action. It was whack.
Mick gave me the hospital pass from the scrum.
you went right
Dug
into
into
the line.
Got
and
my
then
medicine.
2 days later, Dan whacked you.
Yes, got my
like
medicine.
launched, not even like pulled out,
Mate,
just full launch.
stretch.
Yes, full
And he's
stretch.
a big boy.
Well,
And
positive news, match review committee's come back and they've said Dan's actually suspended for 2 games. So he's out for next year and he's out for 2026. So
Well, there you go.
So
well
he's,
done.
So he's banned for 2 charity matches.
He's banned for 2 charity matches. It's only fair
That's
after that.
That's a slap on the wrist. To be fair,
He becomes the first person to get sin bin in a charity match.
yeah. Should have been sent off.
I reckon.
Had
but,
to be sent straight.
fair
Sent.
play, Dan. We love you.
Well,
But
boys,
yeah.
a 34-30 loss. Obviously, not the result we wanted, especially Age not playing as many minutes
Yep.
as he hoped for. How many did you play in the end?
Played 5 in the end.
Yep.
Fears are it's an ACL injury.
Oh, no.
So I've got scans tomorrow.
Not good.
ACL or meniscus, one of them. But
You don't
yeah,
want to
I
hear those
couldn't
3
really
letters.
run.
No.
Yeah, and
way.
You're a
it's-
liability.
Well, I actually got positive SuperCoach points.
Did ya?
So as you know, we always watch the game and
Yeah.
we tally our SuperCoach points.
Yep.
I had 1 run under 8 meters, which was
Which one was that?
I dived on the ball from the scrum that was loose, and I crawled about 1 meter.
They don't give that.
They don't give
Yeah,
that.
because I crawled.
No,
I
they don't.
moved.
They don't give any. That run has to be.
I got 1 point there, and then 1 tackle, and then 1 missed tackle on Rando.
So 1 super coach point.
So
That led to Rando's
I'm claiming
second
1
try,
SuperCoach
yep.
point. I'm claiming 1 point.
Okay.
And if Jimmy put the boot on it after Chronic's Exy, the fullback, dropped it, I was under the post, or Jimmy.
Yeah, we
And
were.
instead,
Yeah,
he
you
tried
actually were.
to pick it up and knocked it on. So
Jimmy,
thanks,
what were
Jimmy.
your stats for the match?
So my stats, so we had 4 runs for under 8 meters. Beautiful. 6 tackles. 6 missed tackles.
Ooh, so
Wait,
cancel each
what?
other out.
You missed 6 and you made 6.
Yeah. So
Well, it's like me. I made 1, missed 1.
Yep.
Same
as
ratio.
you do, it's tough, the big boys run at you. 1 line break assist, should have been 2, but anyway. Ineffective offload 1, try contribution 2, 2 errors and a missed conversion.
Are
1.
you claiming the line break assist from Jason David?
No, this one's for Benji.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was a clean line break assist.
That was a good run
The other
from
one in
Benji.
contention was he gave one to Gabe in the first half, but
When he ran out.
he ran out. So
That was touch and
Yeah.
go, but ended up 16 Supercoach points.
your
So,
errors let you down. You did 12 points in errors, 6 missed tackles, 2 errors, and a missed conversion.
Yeah, not ideal. So
Conversion looked like it was like blacked out, but it just didn't have the legs.
it was the fucking wind.
The wind blew it back.
The wind fucking blew it,
It
back.
looked so good from behind, but
Yeah.
And once again, Katoni Mick Staggs turns up again. Runs under 8 meters, 2.
Yeah.
Runs over 8 meters, 5. Tackle bus, 4.
base beast.
5 tackles, 0 missed tackles, 0 errors for a total of 25 super coach points.
Well, you were actually in our team of the week, Mick.
You were.
You made it.
I was a tough center to carry, but I didn't get that ball. I wanted to. There was a few moments in the half. I think we're down by 2 tries towards the end.
Yeah.
Off the scrum, we had the
We
set
just
player was going to
we
get
couldn't
it.
get to that 4th and
We
5th
couldn't
tackle.
get it. We couldn't get it.
So many errors. It was a tough one.
But I will say 4 tackle busts in 7 runs. And a lot of my runs came within the last 20 minutes of the match when I was
Yeah.
like, I need to fucking wake up here. What am I doing?
But I'll tell you what's not on here that the stats don't show, your error from the scrum, which was called back. That was horrendous.
I wanted
was
to,
so fucked.
for those that didn't see the match, they did a scrum and I was somehow ended up at lock. And Sam
You were trying to pass it from
He
lock.
said to me, I'm going to feed it. You got to pass to Jimmy. The ball came in. It took an ankle or something on the way in, and
Yeah.
I fumbled it. I dropped it 3 times.
You did.
In
and
off
then
the
you
scrum.
try to run it.
And then you try to run
Because the ref
after
didn't
you
call
dropped
it. The ref didn't call it. So I'm like, I'll play to the whistle.
Mate.
And then,
that was
carried on. And then
atrocious.
that next pass ended up being Jimmy's ribs broken. So
Yeah, well, there you go.
things
There you
happen
go.
for a reason.
Exactly.
They
So
do.
that's our Supercoach points. If you do want to join our Supercoach NRL league, not charity match, obviously,
Yep.
we have a league going up, so it's going to be total points. Top 3 win prizes. We don't know if it's going to be grand final tickets, money. We don't even know. Merch. Could be anything, but it's free to join and there's prizes on offer. So the code to join, not fantasy, Supercoach League, 487074. And that's in our bio and also on our link tree if you want to join there. So come try and challenge us. I reckon I've got everyone covered.
And
You
just
said
a
this
massive,
last year. Would you come?
Probably
Almost
like
last.
20th.
Yeah.
a massive shout out to Sportshed, obviously, for doing the day.
Yeah.
Good money went to both charities, Ronald McDonald House, Western Sydney, and Mark Hughes
Yeah,
Foundation.
shout out to the boys. They've done well again. Hopefully it's
over 900 people came live, and there was heaps that bought the live stream as well. So yeah,
That's
they
good
did a
to
great
catch
job.
up with content creators as well.
100%.
Switching over to NRL headlines, Blues name a 36-man emerging Blues squad. So the only one sort of missed out from last year, other than Pangai, who's obviously left the NRL, supposedly, was Steph Utakamanu from the Tigers. So age 23 left out.
They picked
It's a weird one.
36 players, and they just left him out. It's hard to swallow if you're big Steph, but I think he was rushed into that side last year.
I think he was.
But they've touted him as like the next,
Yeah, but
big
he's
thing.
only 23. so
If
he's
you
got a
were
lot
to
of
rank
time.
him, does he rank top 10 front rowers in the NRL?
Probably not top 10.
20?
No. But it takes time for props to mature,
Yeah.
so they got to give him time, be patient with him. He's still young.
Yeah.
The players that obviously uncapped, Cam McInnes, 30 years old, never played Origin.
Finally gets in the squad.
Finally.
He's an Origin player. I don't know how he's never
He's
played.
built for Origin.
I think it's
that
just
shocked me.
there's players that are very similar to him. That's why he sort of misses
There's a few
out.
players that are very
like
similar,
workhorse beasts.
Another one that shocks me, Campbell Graham. I know he's 24, but how on earth has he not made his Origin debut?
Criminal.
Last year was
Very
so
unlucky.
close
He
by
was
injury.
there. Yeah.
Surely it's coming. He's due. We've got Dylan Edwards, another man who I think could be his year potentially. New coach, new era. Madge wants to change it up, potentially Teddy doesn't make it.
Teddy gone.
Or he's not a lock.
The cap.
I reckon Edwards will
Maybe
be
he's not
pushing.
guaranteed. He was getting a lot of
Yeah.
slack last year.
They might give Murray or Cleary the captaincy. I reckon
is
it's a new
true.
beginning with Madge. And then this could give Edwards a chance. He's an Origin player, runs all day.
Yep. And Hamoli Olakawatu. So
Yes.
he's been in and around. I think he's very close to a debut.
He's close to a bench spot or even a starting
I
spot.
think it's just his consistency and maybe defense sometimes that lets him down just a little bit. But still one of the best second rows in the NRL. So
No drinky.
That was shocking.
yeah.
I thought
Come on.
I thought he had to just
Come
be in
on,
there.
Madge.
He's a chance to be fullback.
Surely.
Or at least on the bench.
Yeah.
Or 18th man.
I think it's
surely.
just a situation where there's just too many better fullbacks than him in the team.
Is there though?
Fuck it, yeah.
Like
Is
there's
there?
Teddy Edwards and then
Trell,
there's
Turbo.
But you're playing them centre potentially. You
You
don't
never know, but they can't plan for
But
it.
they
They
have
might want to play
cover, eh?
Critter, centre.
Yeah.
Like Critter's a fullback in his own
But like
right.
the way Drinky's playing, like he's always up
Not
there on
even
the
in the
Dally
squad.
M's. He's a great player. Queensland
Yeah.
would hate to verse someone like him who's creative.
Oh, 100%.
Great footwork. I think he should just be there. He's young as well.
I don't know. Just
don't
waste a spot in the team for another fullback. Can't have
Another
it.
one, Spencer Lenu, 23 years old, won 3 comps already, great impact player.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen.
Mate, does he
That
make
surprise
does
you?
he make your top 20 front rows in the NRL again?
20, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
just.
so. Yeah. He's thereabouts.
Tough one.
So, yeah.
Tough one.
But he is
Anyway.
young, so he's got time.
Well, Slater announces his 34-man Origin squad. Few uncapped players, boys. Ezra Mam, Sammy Walker, Bo Firma, Hillam Lukey, Jermaine Hopgood.
Yep.
Like it.
That makes sense to me.
Hopgood will probably debut soon.
Yep.
I reckon he's
I think
the
a
next
few
one.
of those boys will debut this year,
Yeah.
potentially.
Ezra
Maybe
Mam-
not Ezra or Sam.
Ezra Mann re-signed with Broncos as well for
He
a
has
long period of
re-signed,
time.
yeah.
So
Firma depends on how well he comes back from the ACL. He was incredible in his
Yeah,
debut year.
yeah.
So
And then Lukey again, or injuries have just ruined him.
you
for-
love Luke, Jim. I know you're a
Yeah,
Cowboys
I
fan.
rate
but
Lukey. I think he'll get his time in the limelight soon. I'm sure. But there's rumours that Slater might pick Walsh and Ponga.
I heard they wanted to play Ponga lock.
Yeah,
Is that a yarn?
Well, I don't know.
that's a
Surely
yarn.
not.
When
I
you
don't
have
know.
someone like Carrigan there.
Nah, I wouldn't
a
do
yarn.
that.
But apparently, how do you fit all of them?
Well,
in
if
the
they're going
one
for the
tent?
2 hookers, there's a 14 spot taken. And then
Like,
you're
you
not going to
just-
just put another small body on the bench. I think he has to pick one.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's probably going to be Walsh at this stage.
I don't know.
I think he might stick with him, but hey, it does come down to form.
It does. It does.
Okay, we got Kyle Feldt's record year. Okay.
LT.
Felty, your man, Jim. So
Yeah.
he's 8 games shy of joining the 200 club.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a 1 club player for Cows. He scored 128 tries for Cowboys. He's 3 tries away from taking over Matty Bowen, who's on 130. So this tells me they're probably going to start him this year over someone like
He'll
Valamay.
play at some point.
Well, he was
this
left
year.
out of the team last year. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I think they might just let him break all those records and then potentially think otherwise. And Valamay's been training in the centres as well.
Because Talangi's, you can't move him.
Talang is a lock.
Hottest
Great.
property
One
in
of the
North
best
Queensland.
wingers. One of the
Yeah.
best wingers.
But I
don't
got some
think I do
inside
that.
scoop for you boys. So obviously we know the NRL Las Vegas is coming around town.
Yep.
Had a bit of a stalk on the social media account of the teams that are going. And I did notice something. So obviously the Roosters have changed something at their field. South have changed something at Heffron Centre. Broncos obviously doing a little bit of minor adjustments. You know what it is?
What is it?
They're changing the outlines of their field. They're actually bringing the field in by, I think it's 5 meters. You know why? Because the field in Vegas is 5 meters smaller in width and 4 meters shorter in length.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they can't adjust to the NFL fields over there. So a traditional field like a Core, Allianz, and Suncorp, 68 meters in length.
Yeah.
Width, sideline to sideline. In Vegas, it's only 63 meters.
Far out. So 5 meters is pretty substantial.
It is huge, yeah.
And then
Jesus.
for like
what about the length?
the dead ball line is reduced by 2 meters.
Okay.
Or like
so
from
there's
either
still
side.
100 meters though in the
No,
main
it's
field?
96
No.
meters.
Oh, wow.
So you can score full field tries, just a bit shorter.
Okay, there you go. That's good for someone
it's
like
not quite
Tyrone
100
Munro
meter
with the
try,
speed.
but-
Nah,
So what does that do for your bets? Do you not pick a winger now? Less overlap, more through the middle?
you're right, yeah, because like there won't be as much room on the wing. Maybe you're going for like a second rower, crash play, hooker. Yeah, that's something to consider when you're punting.
And the
For sure.
Roos, the Chookies flying over fucking direct.
Nick
It's a
Politis.
slow news day.
Mate, fuck, seriously.
The rest are
Yeah.
going through Fiji Airlines.
Fiji Airlines.
It's not the worst
Uncle
place
Nick,
you can
man.
be going
Uncle
through.
Nick, he
But I
provides
have
the
been
goods.
doing the hard yards this week, and I've come up with another. You know, we like our patterns, theories. and
Well, everyone
whatever.
knows the doggies theory, you know?
Everyone knows that
2024, every 20 years.
The
That's
leap
the
year.
best one. That's
Yeah.
a conspiracy.
So I got a formula for you boys. This one's called the Four-bidden Formula, and what it entails is a team that made the bottom 8 in the previous season would then go on the next season to finish in the top 4, and it's happened the last 8 years in a row, and it's getting a bit freaky.
8 years.
So
Wow.
imagine that a bottom 4 team then springs themselves into the top 4.
No, it doesn't have to be bottom 4. You just mean bottom 8 team?
Bottom 8 team.
Yeah. So a bottom team every year go into the top 4.
Yep.
That's crazy. So, well, I know for a fact that back-to-back years, there hasn't been in the NRL era the same top 4. So
Yeah.
it's obviously going to shuffle heaps, and that is the forbidden formula.
Yeah, so this is the Four-bidden Formula. Pretty much the unexpected and the underdog story comes into play. So 2015, Raiders finish in 10th. The next season in 2016, the Raiders finish 2nd. Another year, 2016, Eels finish 14th. In 2017, they finish 4th. It carries on. 2017, Rabbitohs finish 12th. The next year, 2018, they finish 3rd. And this just goes
All
on.
right.
But
So
I'm
this
going to read
goes
them
for
out.
8 years.
I'm going to keep going.
I need to see it to believe it.
2018, Raiders finished 10th. 2019, Raiders finished 4th. 2019, Panthers finished 10th. I don't know what happened there. Panthers then go on to finish 1st in 2020. 2020 year is the COVID year. Sea Eagles finish 13th. 2021, Turbo has his season. Sea Eagles finish 4th.
It's turbo time.
You following my pattern here?
I'm
I
following.
am, I'm following.
Keep
It's
it going.
It's the Four-bidden Formula.
I'm
I think
liking
it
it.
ramps up here
Now,
as well.
this is the best because in 2021, there was actually 2 teams that did it. Sharks finished 9th in 2021. In 2021, again, Cowboys finished 15th. Both of them go on to make the top 4. Sharks 2nd, Cowboys 3rd.
Fuck,
Huge.
That's crazy.
And then it happens again. Broncos and Warriors, in 2022, they finished 9th and 14th respectively. In 2023, both teams make the top 4. Broncos in 2nd, Warriors in 4th. So every year the top 4 changes, and it's all because of the Four-bidden Formula.
Wow.
That is insane.
Last
I tell you
8
what,
years.
it's great news for South fans
And
Because
Cowboys
we-
fans.
and Cowboys fans, Para fans, Manly fans.
Yeah.
because we missed the 8 last year, and it wouldn't surprise me with our roster that South jump into the top 4. So I'm back in the forbidden
Is that
formula
bias
all the
aside,
way.
or
Hey, bias aside, Jackie White and Trell Mick, Cody
Yeah.
Walker is very possible.
So if you're going off the bottom 8 of last year, it goes from West Tigers in last place, Dragons, Bulldogs, Titans, Dolphins, Seagulls, Cowboys, Eels, Rabbitohs.
I think that 4 that just missed the 8, they're big potential.
What about Dolphins at 13?
I reckon I'm
Dolphins
going to save
top
it for a
4.
bit later, but I think they could make the 8.
Yeah.
That's coming. Let's go over that now, boys. Who do we think from the bottom 8, not necessarily will jump to the top 4, but will just make the 8?
so
So
someone who
last
missed
year's
out
bottom
last
8
year,
to make the top 8 in 2024.
We're just going
So
off
last
that.
year's bottom 9.
Oh, bottom 9 now. Yeah, good one.
Bottom
good
9,
shout.
yep.
Yep. So I reckon Cows
Yep.
and Dolphins.
I like
I'm
it.
liking the Dolphins.
Yep.
You even have
They're
someone
both
like
good chances.
the Rabbitohs that finished 9th, Titans finished 14th. They got a good team. Both of them are coming back.
Titans, yeah.
Des has a new coach. Like, you never
Just
know.
about the defense and their
Dogs
second
as
halves.
well. 15th, we
Dogs.
got the 2024 conspiracy theory. Maybe another thing that leads to the Dogs finishing in the top 4.
And winning the
Surely.
comp.
Yeah.
Surely it's an omen. I'm definitely going Rabbitohs. I think if
Surprise.
we don't make it this year,
Yeah.
then there's serious problems. Like we've got the roster.
You guys should make the 8.
Injury free, we
At a
make the 8.
minimum.
If we have
Yeah.
a good year,
Yeah.
we're going to make top 4. But I think Dolphins, they're my smoky.
Yeah,
If
I like
you're
'em.
punting, they're a bit of value. Flegler, Herbie, Averillo, Bennett's still there. Gilbert's back.
Yeah.
JMKV's fit. They've got an old roster as well. Experienced. I'm really liking them to push for that 8th and 7th spot.
Yeah.
I think the obvious ones, like we said, Rabbitohs, Cowboys, Eels, all like they should have been in that top 8, potentially top 4 last season.
Yeah.
I like the Seagulls, but it is an asterisk mark with Turbo, seeing if he does play the full
Injury
season.
dependent.
You can never pick Manly, and that's never a factor. And I think Luke Brooks adds a lot to their team.
Manly are fully fit. Like
It's a good
Turbo,
team.
like they've got a good team.
And they signed some outside backs as well. Like not like massive X factor players, but enough to like fill in the gaps in that team that I think they missed.
They've got like Paulo Talau,
Yeah.
Luke Brooks is there.
Little ones, yeah.
A few little players that they could push for an 8 spot.
And like you got some players like Saab's come back from an ACL who's be fresh. Cooler, obviously we haven't seen his peak yet. So there's a few
Schuster
things
back
happening.
row. Hopefully you can lift.
And South are playing Manly in the trial match at Gosford
This
4 p.m.
Sunday.
this Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the number 7 for South, Emmanuel Di Bartolo. He's one to watch. The Greek freak, they call him.
The Greek freak.
That's what I've heard. Whispers
Manny
are.
boy.
AKA the 18th man that we've had
He
on
has
a
been
few
our
times.
18th
he
man,
has.
so hopefully he carves up. But Manly have a few first graders in that team, which will be a big challenge for
do
that
they?
South team. Yeah. Paseka, Brooks, a few other players.
Nice.
Alia is there. Like the Manly have
and
named
South
a
aren't
lot
really
of NRL
feeling
players.
much of our strong team.
The only ones for South is Tane Milne is getting a crack.
Yeah,
in
Brock
there.
Gray's there. He'll be good
Brock
to
Gray's in
watch.
and around. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be tough for South, but
Interesting,
hopefully
yeah.
we can hold our own there. Okay, NRL Rookie Watch is back, boys. We got
Yeah.
Tyrone Munro this week from South Sydney Rabbitohs. They call him Ty. He's just 20 years old, 85 kilos, 106 centimeters tall. There's plenty of filling out to do, boys. But we got a voice recording from Ty. He's actually sent in some fun facts about himself. So let's have a listen.
A fun fact about me is that I'm a really good cook.
Good cook.
I'm good at puzzles.
He's good at puzzles.
Yes.
So there you
Well
go.
done, Ty.
Ty's good at puzzles. He can figure out how to score tries. He's already scored 3 tries in 3 games last year.
More importantly, he's got 100% try record from last season because he played 10 matches played 7 matches in Cup, scored 7 tries, 3 tries in NRL for 3 games.
So you figure if he plays the whole year, he's looking at 25 tries or because they have 2 buys. So
And context about that voice recording, you'd know it actually is a voice recording from him. We asked him for a fun fact to maybe throw into Rookie Watch, do some deep research.
And
he
that's what he
goes,
sent us.
he's good at puzzles and he knows how to cook.
what a legend for actually sending that. You know?
What a legend.
But let's go over his stats. So we know he scored 3 tries last year. He also managed to pick up a try assist, 7 line breaks, 11 tackle breaks, an average of 127 run meters per
And
game.
he was part of that team that won the New South Wales Cup Premiership and then obviously the championship against.
It was crazy. Within a year, he went from SG Ball, Flag, Cup, and just
His
kept going
rise,
up straight to NRL. So he's just like every challenge that comes in front of him, he's jumping over it.
He was South Sydney's John Sattler Rookie of the Year last year, which surprisingly, I would have thought it was someone like Tallis Duncan.
Yeah.
But someone like Munro, 3 games, 3 tries. Hey, you're our Rookie of the Year.
100%. And then, so you got New South Wales Cup stats for last year, 7 games, 7 tries, 10 line breaks, 2 try assists, 23 tackle breaks, an average of 155 running meters
He's a
per game.
workhorse.
So that's what stands out for me, 155 running meters.
You
Although
need
he's
them.
a smaller frame,
But he has
he's
a go.
tall, and if he fills out into that body, he could be the right winger that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
100%. So obviously there's a few people going for that right spot. You go Zaya Tass, Isaac Thompson, Tane Milne filled in there. There's a lot of competition for that right wing spot. So I think it's just going
Plenty
to be
up for grabs,
whoever takes it with both hands and
But
runs with
Ty's
it.
got plenty of talent. If he locks up that right wing, he could be our top try scorer for all you
Looking
know.
forward to seeing him next
100%.
year. Oh, this year for sure.
We
Yeah.
signed until the end of 2025. So we still have a few more years with him at minimum.
Alex Johnson also is ending his contract in 2025 as well.
Yeah.
He'll be 31 by then. So it's like, you know, he's getting to that age where it's like, hey,
AJ won't retire until
you
he
know?
gets that Ken Irvine record.
Oh,
he might get it
how
by
far
then.
off is he?
I think he's like
Just over like 25, 26,
he's
something
26
like that.
around there.
Okay.
Could get it
Yeah,
this
yeah.
year.
He could get it this year. Like if he
And then
plays
if not,
2
he'll get it
seasons-
next year and then might retire. And then
That's
bang,
it.
Ty goes
Bob's
down.
your uncle.
a comp on the record, and that would be it. We got cast calls this week. So
All right, we're
obviously,
back. Get your headphones,
last
boys.
week we asked our followers to say their best individual sporting moments. So
yeah.
that they actually participated in at junior league or whatever. So, Age, you've curated a list for us. How many we got this week?
Mate, we have 3 and then a special one.
Ah, beautiful.
Okay?
Special.
Yes. So this can be any sport, any sporting achievement
Yep.
at all. So we'll start with, I'm going to butcher this last name. I'm not even going to try it. I'm just going to say his first name. Siloka. Let's see what he has to say.
Come on.
Hey boys, this is by no means cast on my end. Definitely, maybe a little bit cast for the kid on the other end, but pretty much it was the game to get into the grand final. The other team 6-0 down.
Semi-final.
Ref calls out 5 minutes to go, boys, and this other team, they're really trying, bruh. Like they're going for it. They're throwing everything at us.
Well, it is a
And
semi-final.
Anyways, I remember they chucked it to this like little scrawny centre, and I remember I just like fucking thwacked him. Like he really got the full experience of my shoulder.
Ooh.
You know, I just whacked him. Ball comes loose. My friend picks it up. He runs length of the field, and this other team were
Is that a
pissed,
try assist?
bruh. So funny. Anyways, that's my junior sporting moment. We did go on to win the grand final as well.
How
Yeah,
good.
good.
Well
that?
done, Salaka.
Mate,
Well done.
There's
done,
nothing
mate.
like a big shot that leads to a try.
100%.
Well done.
Oh, you'd have been going off.
Oh, 100%. Next one, we got the world's youngest patrollers calling up.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
G'day, Cast Patrol. Me with my junior footy highlight. So it was last play. It was a draw. They were 20 metres out. They threw a cutout pass to the wing.
Come on.
I
Intercepted.
intercepted that,
Oh.
and I was running.
Yes, you.
running. I thought I had it, so I was slowing down.
Surely he's over.
I was checking out the crowd.
Look
But
at
then
the
this
crowd.
guy came out of nowhere. He was about to tackle me. He was way faster than me. But in the end, I just put the ball down in the corner, winning the game for my team. Easily my best highlight from junior footy. Love the party. Keep it up.
Mate,
You're
unbelievable.
a legend. Thank you, world's youngest patroller. Thanks for calling
Intercept King.
up.
I don't know
Intercept
about looking
King.
at the crowd, though, while
Yeah,
you're...
Yeah.
trying to check out some chicks while he's running.
Mate, who
just put the
knows?
ball down. Score the try.
That's it.
All right, last yarn about sport. We have starting point guard / coach killer / Tyson. See what this is about.
Go on, Tyson.
Boys, got a sporting moment. It's not my best one, but it is a good one. This came from playing inter-school sport in year 11 and 12, playing in Canberra. Some schools have talented sports programs. The one that I played for did not, so hence why I made teams.
Cast.
So this was basketball, and one day in particular, we were playing against a school with AIS athletes that go on there, AIS students go on there.
That must be like some rep.
There was
level.
one player at point guard. There was a bit about him. Nobody wanted to guard him. So unfortunately, I started the game and had to guard him. Early in the game, I set the tone, committed an early foul, told him no early buckets. I stuck to that word
That's
and
it. Get
ended
in
up
his face.
scoring 36 points
Let's go.
for the rest of the quarter. I was
One
benched for the rest
quarter?
of the game. On offensive as well,
That's
I
so
got
bad.
one pass through him and one assist out of 8 passes. For the rest of the game, we were blown out by 80 or 90 points. This guy ended up scoring 50 or 60. And yeah,
That
that
is
was a day
embarrassing.
for it.
Do you
Now,
know
the
his
reason
name?
why I've not identified this man just yet,
Maybe this
because
is why.
8 months later, something incredible happened to him. And that was with the 5th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Dante Exum from Melbourne,
No
Australia.
way.
Wow,
So there you have it.
excellent.
My sporting moment was once having to guard the best basketball prospect in the world at that time. See you soon.
So he got rolled by Exum. He
Excellent.
dropped 36 in one quarter.
36.
And he was in his
quarter.
face earlier.
Hey,
as
you
well.
got one assist on him. That's a claim to fame, is it?
Oh,
you'd
it's a
claim
half
it.
one.
And then he got 50 plus and they lost by 90.
Who was the best
cast.
player you played against, Sage?
Oh, best player I played against? Or it'd have to be Campbell Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah, wheel mascot. He was Wombats. There wasn't too much focus on him when we were growing up. There was a lot of focus on Johnny Mitzius. He was their fullback. And everyone was just thinking about him. And then Campbell, as we got older, like 17, 18, 19, that's when he started to like cement himself as like the best in our year. Yeah, definitely Campbell.
Egan Butcher's my one.
Oh, mate, you tell
That
this
yarn
story
about
so many
fucking
times.
Egan. Oh.
Egan. He was a gun, bro. If you
Nah,
ever
he
played
was
him,
good.
he was a gun. And that Ben Stevanovic, he was a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
good. But you remember when you saw Egan at the races?
Yeah, the best.
Tell that story again. That was
I was
embarrassing.
fucked. And I was just like,
That was so
I
awkward.
was like, "Oi, Egan." And he's like, "Yeah, bro." I'm like, "Hey, I played you at juniors." He's like, oh, that's good, man. I was like, "You're a gun. You're a gun." He's like, "Oh, okay."
and he just walked off.
He walked off.
That was so embarrassing.
At least I told him that he was a gun.
I
We
played
had-
against
who'd you play
Steve
against?
Waugh's son in cricket.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was he good?
Yeah, I think he was touted pretty good. I think he played like under 19s Australia and stuff.
Nice. Did you get him out or anything?
Nah, but he didn't hit much off me.
Yeah.
I think I bowled a maiden, I think. Too.
Oh, here we go. That's a
yeah.
yarn.
Could be
a
a yarn, but anyway.
We got one more yarn. This from Nathan Highmarsh himself.
Oh no, I
the
know.
king of the
Indeed.
flops. I wonder who this is.
Ah,
Come on,
it's
Andy.
fucked.
Yeah, g'day. This is Nathan Highmarsh here. I'm just double checking on Mick, how's his lungs and that after being flopped on by the King Flopper?
Hainsey just rolled.
Hainsey's
Yeah,
fucked.
just check it in to see how his ribs are and lungs because I felt like
How
I
long
switched
was he
it.
on you for?
Mate.
It was a great day
He's still going.
regardless.
Sorry.
Great effort in the game, but Ronald McDonald, I can't.
Hainsey, shut the
Market
fuck
Foundation
up.
without Jason Davis.
Go on, Hainsey.
Come on, Hainsey, wrap it up, you grub.
He's wrapped it up.
I
How
sh-
long was Hainsey flopping
I
you
love
for?
Hainsey. I'll preface that. But honestly, he just flopped on me.
And he was lying there.
And it
all
wasn't
over
like
you.
a Nathan Hindmarsh flop where like he
Third
big
man in,
collision,
yeah.
but he just stayed on me. For so,
You
I'm
couldn't
like,
get up.
I'm like, what the fuck's on me? And it's just, I look, it's Hainsey.
Like, you feel like there's a couple players.
And
It's
then-
just Hainsey just
But then
flopping
as I
on
got
you.
up, Hainsey like fell over. And then I go in with Marco, just sort of like, I don't know what I was
You,
going to
like,
do. I was
pushed him, eh?
I was going to push you. I just put my fucking knee into him. I was saying, so what are you doing, you grub?
He's drugged. He's
Oh,
like
he's
Bradley
good.
and Hargraves combined, isn't
I
he?
love Hainsey. It was so funny.
We got to get Hainsey on the pod. Maybe like before round 3, before South play Roosters.
Yeah.
That would be a
But
cast pod.
That's going to be a good game though. Just quick one. Hargraves, I think it's like 200th game, and then Murray 150th or something crazy.
Jack
like that.
Wyden's
And
day.
Wyden's
Round
back.
3.
Yeah, Wyden to Boover South. So that's going to be a ripper.
So this week we'll ask our listeners to send in which NRL club do they hate the most and why. So it can be a specific thing like one of your mates follows them or something that they
Yeah.
verse. Like obviously we hate the Roosters. Jimmy probably hates Brisbane.
yeah, we
don't
lost
know,
a
yeah.
big bet on him. Who knows? Whatever the
could be
argument.
anything.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys, some extra listener questions for this week. So first one from @Gary_Boo1990. Who is your club's most influential signing? For me, it's Roy Asatasi for South.
Yeah, Roy was massive for us. I'd argue, like, I think he steamrolled, obviously,
Yeah.
South getting all the new signings. He was one of the hottest prospects at the time in 2008. Sam Burgess, I think, was another massive signing for
yeah.
us.
Sam's up there.
Greg Inglis, too, I think. But in terms of what Roy brought, he brought people wanting to play
Roy
for
like
South.
started the chain, didn't he?
Sam and JR were more like, these are like X
marquee
marquee
signings.
signings. So, yeah.
I think Cowboys is pretty easy one.
Thursday.
JT, what a
JT.
signing from the Dogs.
What a signing.
Incredible.
Next one, @Morris.Pantaleone. I wonder who this is. How does it feel losing an Oztag semi and charity game in 2 weeks? Can't blame Coach Navan.
Well, actually, I can blame Coach Niven because
Niven Leary is cast.
we're going to tank the game to play. The way it worked out, we would have, if we lost the game in Oztag, we would have had a better game matchup in the semi-finals. And I said, let's tank it.
Yeah.
Everyone agreed to tank. Everyone was playing half-hearted. At half-time of that game, he gets up and goes, boys, what are you doing out there? You're
He was
playing
in our
shit.
face, yeah.
Is this how you want to end your season? We had a game next week.
Yeah.
And he's like, you boys, go out there and play for something. Age 5 minutes later, does his ACL or MCL, whatever he's done.
Meniscus, whatever it is.
Out for the Oztag semi-final. We played
Yeah.
and fucked it and fucked our
Charity.
charity match.
Yeah,
So
because I was meant to start hooker. We didn't have a hooker backup. And then obviously started on the bench, came on 5 minutes, did my knee again.
You're a liability.
I was, bro, if you
You're a
towed
passenger.
it forward, I would have got there and risked my knee and scored.
You would have,
But
yeah.
then I would have been done. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I was cast.
Next one, @Zeke. Can the Bulldogs make a significant enough change in their defence to play finals footy in 2024?
Well, we had Jacob Carraz on the podcast, and he said they haven't
pretty
changed.
adamant about it.
He said they haven't changed their system though.
Yeah.
That it's another year of experience, everyone buying in.
Yeah.
He thinks they can fix their defense, and he can see it at training in the preseason. But that's one thing. Yeah, they can improve, but to make finals,
Different story.
there's a lot of fucking good teams
gotta be
that are fighting
consistent.
for that 8.
Consistent.
As we mentioned, South, Manly, Eels, there's
Cows.
Dolphins, Cows.
Yeah.
Everyone's there. And that's just outside the 8. There's the teams that were already in it, like Knights and that. So, man, it's going to be tough. But I think they'll improve.
Yeah. Yep. Mick,
What's
any
your
thoughts?
answer? Top 8 for Dogs?
I don't know. I have to see it. I just need to see the signings gel. I was more confident on last year doing something and they completely disappointed me.
Does
so
Critter play fullback or centre?
I think he plays fullback. But
Really?
Don't be surprised.
Early
Rumors
mate.
are that Taft's going to get it.
I don't know.
Because Critter's like one of the best centres. They're just going to keep him
I feel
there.
like he's
but
wasted out there.
yeah, I think we'll wait and
We'll
see on
see.
that one.
All right, next one, @Ashton. Has Cleary cemented himself as a top 3 halfback of all time?
No. Move
Well,
on.
you got Johns.
Move on.
Joey,
No.
JT,
Joey JT are there.
Kronk.
Well, is
Alf.
Kronk better than Cleary?
Are you asking that question genuinely or
I
just?
I have 5 comps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then no. That's the answer's no.
He
Then
won. How many comps did
Bro,
Kronk
Kronk
actually-
won Dally M as well. So
Dally-
maybe
Liam.
top five halfback
Yeah.
at this stage,
is
but
he better than Lockyer? Are you saying half backs?
halfback.
Ricky Stewart.
Yeah, Ricky.
Stacey Jones.
Greg
He's
Alexander.
probably better than Stacey Jones.
I reckon Cleary's close to top 5. And as the years progress, he'll just get close into that top 3.
He's on the upward spiral.
oh,
for
mate,
sure.
he's cracking.
He's on the trajectory.
He's cracking into that top 3 soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on.
All right, last one for this week at Ewan. Who replaces Jerome Luai when he leaves Penrith? Do we potentially see a Jet Cleary and Nathan Cleary combination in the future?
His dad would love it.
That'll be good. 2 Clearys.
They signed him, didn't he, Jet?
Yeah, they've signed Jet. So
Yeah.
he's there and thereabouts. But I think he's 17 at the moment.
But
So
who
he's still
replaces Luai next
Who
year?
replaces Luai? Realistically,
They'll
at,
go
at the club,
Dane Laurie will get first crack.
potentially. They also have Jack Cole, 20-year-old.
Yep.
He's a young gun, 5'8". He's also played a bit of centre as well last year in Cup. So he's also a genuine option.
Yep.
They got Brad Schneider, ex-Canberra player, also went to Super League. He played good there apparently, and now Panthers snatched him up.
Yeah.
So he's a good chance.
But he's a halfback, though.
Yeah, but they could just chuck him 5'8". Like, I'm sure they can mould him into a 5'8". He's never going to play halfback for him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, he'll be there to play 5'8".
Okay.
You can go for someone like Dewey,
Okay.
go for someone like Metcalf off contract at the end of the year. So, there's a few options. What do you reckon?
Well, I
Mate,
think
you summed it up. I think not much more to say. I
Well, who would you pick if you're the coach?
you get Dane Laurie first crack at
think
it.
yeah, like Dane Laurie gets the first crack.
Is he a
but-
good 5'8" though?
He showed
I-
glimpses at
But
Tigers.
Jack Cole, I've never heard of him. Like, I want to see this guy play at
Yeah.
least. I'm not going to
Yeah.
judge on some young bloke that I've never
Yeah.
heard about.
So you're just going to bank on the experience.
I'm going to give it to Laurie first crack. I think,
Deserves it.
yeah, deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just bring back Salmon from the Dogs. So.
Bring back Salmon. What a week got a dog. No. All right, I reckon that's it then.
Fair enough, man.
He was just like, oh shit, that didn't go down well.
Your mood, you guys, in the last 2 minutes has just dropped. I'm getting nothing from you. So I reckon
As
we
soon
just
as
end
you
it.
said Kronk was a better halfback than Cleary,
No, I was
rattled
asking
me.
you.
You've
the
rattled
fact that
me.
you asked it is bad.
You've rattled Mick.
Yeah, because if you say no to that, then it's an immediate no.
Don't ask the question that you know the answer to. That was a shocker.
All right. Well,
He's got a fair point. Anyway,
That's fair.
any tips, boys? Any tips of the week?
What's
Got
on
anything
this
for the
week?
listeners, for the followers?
No, it just got announced that I'm fighting in the fight night officially
Yes.
versus Luke Stowe. I'm the 7th on the card. So
Gee, they've got you good with the photo there.
yeah, oh, mate, beautiful. He
Got
didn't
the
even take his top
undies out.
off. Yeah,
the
mate,
Bonds
it's-
undies out. So.
Yeah, it's not great, but it will be on the 27th of April, the long weekend.
Can't wait.
We're going up
Should
to
be
the
good
Gold
fun.
Coast.
My tip is to buy the shirt that Jimmy's wearing when it comes out. New Cast Patrol t-shirts. Look at that.
It's not the 100% final design, but it's close enough.
It's close
So-
enough.
Yeah.
You'll
Maybe
see
we'll
it.
probably make it a bit smaller, nipple to nipple,
Yeah.
the design. So, yeah, that's my
You're the
tip.
designer.
I don't know. I don't want to take credit for that.
Okay.
What about you, Jim? Any tips?
No tips.
Well, we'll see you guys next week. That's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. See you guys.
See you guys.